Hey everyone,
Hey, happy Monday.
happy Monday. Welcome back to another live stream. We are having so much fun with you guys. I think this is number 3,
Yeah.
the third week, and we're going to
Exciting.
keep it rolling at the very least through the launch of our new fragrance coming soon and maybe a little bit beyond that. But before we get into the meat of the video, I know you're seeing the title and you're like, maybe that's interesting. Maybe that's something I want to know about. We might have some things we want to share about. But before we do that, let's see who's here. Oh my God, Mr. Bean is here. The legend. Third
What's up?
soul is inevitable. Mr. Bean, we've missed you. Thanks for joining
Seriously, we really
us.
have.
Oh man. Ryan.
That is an impressive number. I don't even think you've been through
No.
4 bottles.
No. Ryan. Wow.
Honored.
Thank you. We're glad you enjoy it. That's amazing. Joel's here as always. Thank you, Joel. Have not tried anything from that
Hey,
house.
Joel.
Thanks for being here. Zeke is here. What's up, Zeke? Fragrance
Such a cool
induced
name.
coma.
Zeke's awesome.
Brass and Soul 27% next year.
Mmm.
We'll see. We'll talk about that. Cobalt Elixir. All right. Hello. Good to see you. Once again, if you don't know how this works, jump on in. Let us know where you're coming from and
What you ran, if you
yes, what you're smelling like currently.
Mm-hmm.
We'd love to know. Jared, the Bishop, one of the
Aw.
only channel moderators, one of the few, I would say. Jared, thanks for being here as always. Thanks for your support, for the super chat. And yes, as Jared says, hit that like button. It is free. Costs nothing.
Help, yeah.
It might cost you half a calorie to click the button. Half.
Which I imagine you can replenish with a little snack.
A chip or two, yes. Seriously.
Half a chip.
It'll be like it never happened. Yeah, good to see everyone. Dutch.
1,100 spaces.
What in the world? 1,100 sprays of red tobacco. Your house is literally melting right now. If that's what you did.
So funny.
Like literally the walls are liquefying as we speak.
What's up, Tammy?
Tammy is here. Angel Dust Extract. We actually have that one. And I haven't spent much time with it. And I feel like I've had you try it. Maybe I haven't. I like it, but I think it would wear better on you. That's one I keep forgetting about. So yes, Tammy, thank you for sharing that.
We'll pull it out of the dust it off.
It's a very like musky, kind of sweet-ish fragrance, maybe a little powdery. It's interesting. I'll have you try it. You might like it. You might not.
Hong Kong.
From Hong Kong. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate that. And Joel is in Canada. Yes, our hat. Thank you, Joel. The best hat ever. Alina's here. Thanks for hanging out. Sir John. Cali, Egypt. So good.
Oh, we love that one.
Great choice. Glad you like that.
It's so good for the fall. So spicy.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's almost like a fougere, but like a spicy, warm, sweet, ambery-ish, dusty fougere. Let's see. Udin. I see Daniel's wearing Udin. Floriku, levitating. That's a deep cut. I haven't tried that one. I have one from that house. I think it's called Between Two Trees. Very unique scent. Simple, but very different. Some people say it smells like orange in an ashtray, which sounds terrible, but it's beautiful. It actually doesn't smell quite like that. It's really beautiful. But I haven't tried levitating. If you're capable of spraying a bottle that many times, you have the strength of the Hulk. Yeah, man, that's carpal tunnel waiting to happen. I'm glad that actually didn't happen. I'm presuming.
Seriously.
Andrew's wearing gentle. I assume you mean gentle fluidity. I don't know, but I'm sure it's great. Andrew, thanks for being here. Abba is here from Nigeria, but dialing in from London. Oh, he's from Nigeria, in London. Bon Parfumeur 204. I haven't tried it. Edamame.
That's cool. What a
Interesting.
great combo.
Well, thanks for being here. Carol is here. Thanks for being here. Don't know that brand at all.
Oh, yes. Gentle Fluidity Silver.
Ah, great choice.
Clarification.
Great choice. Oh, Dutch the Bible Thumper knows between two trees. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. I have to have you've smelled it, but it's been years probably in some old video.
I don't remember.
Let's see. Is it Guy?
Ooh, we love Papua Figo.
I want to buy Nishane Papua Figo and Oud Mineral. What do you think of them? Love your videos. Thank you so much. You want to buy both of them. Wow.
Those are super different.
Yes, completely different. It sounds like you're not looking for a comparison. They're both very different. They're both, you can wear them in different scenarios and whatnot. I mean, if you've seen my videos, you know that we love both of those fragrances. So don't let that be the reason why you blind buy them tonight. But
we do not encourage blind buying.
If you haven't tried them yet, get a sample. And if you want to know, we endorse those fragrances because we think they smell great. And we at least say, yes, you should try them because they're that good. But you don't have to just go out and buy them unless you've tried them.
We've got a first timer. If you scroll back down.
Where? Oh, this one? Average Joe. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming to your first live. Cedra Boise. That's a good one.
Fragrance.
People
and this
love
one
that.
too.
What is going on here?
Sorry. I think I did that.
Mr. CB. Thanks for hanging out from Memphis. Angel Share is great. Have you ever been to Memphis?
No, I've actually never been to Tennessee, but I was born in Kentucky.
Well, you've been to Nashville.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've been to Nashville. I'm saying. I've never been to Memphis. Memphis.
I've been to Memphis one time. I actually played a gig in Memphis at a jazz club that I don't even know if it still exists. It was called the Dizzy Bird Lounge. I hope it still exists. This was probably 10 years ago. And I remember having some good barbecue in Memphis. I was just there for a night, real quick.
Ooh, someone's wearing Ingenious Ginger.
Kenneth, I don't see that. Oh, yeah. Finishing, let's see. Libre Platon. Okay. Way to not care how they ginger fragrances, man. I haven't tried that one. Ingenious Ginger is great. It is legendary.
Yeah, that's so good.
Easily one of Grace's most worn fragrances in life.
It's still, I mean, since we bought it.
Yeah, sure. Totally. So yeah, we'll spend another couple minutes just saying hi. And then we'll dive into the stuff. What are you seeing?
Manuel had a...
Let's see here. Oh my gosh.
What a mistake.
10 sprays.
My friends kicked me out of the room.
Well, bro.
Honestly, we've been there.
I mean, I don't know about 10 sprays, but I've worn it maybe too much of something.
Of the wrong fragrance in the wrong season.
Yeah, oh yeah. I did a
small room.
I did a whole video about that.
It's really entertaining.
Yeah,
actually.
It was a ridiculous video, but I think people enjoyed it. About my worst fragrance horror stories. It's something like that. And I did something similar, but maybe not 10 sprays worth. And I assume that's a strong fragrance. So yeah, maybe dial it back. Dial it back a little bit. You tried them both. Okay. Any recommendation for a fresh one that is easy to wear? Okay, yeah, we're bouncing all over the place. Gin tonic is great. Gin tonic easily suits that as long as you like it. So if you've tried it, great. But yeah, we like all those fragrances. All three that you've mentioned, we are fans of. I don't know if you love gin tonic. I think you like the opening. The dry down, it's Micallef.
Oh,
it's Micallef. The dry down is a little blue-ish. It's like a little kind of bro-y in a way, but it smells good. Let's see here. 30 seconds. Carol says we've all been there. Yeah, I think as frag heads, we get a little excited about something we love, and we go one spray too many, or maybe 7 sprays too many. What?
Mr. CB loves Hachivat. We also love that one.
Hachivat, yeah, that's definitely a beloved one from the house. Oh, you see the cat? That's Penny in the back, guys, over here. Hanging out. Watching
taking
the
it
world.
in.
Watching the world.
Her kingdom.
Yes,
Her
it belongs to
queendom.
her.
This is a great question from
K. Shaw.
K.
Thanks for
Shaw.
being here
Yeah.
once again. How do you balance profitability and uniqueness when making a fragrance? Dang. Wow. That's a great question.
It's a really good question. I think, can I jump in with some initial thoughts here?
Please.
So it really probably depends on who you are, but we'll speak from our perspective because we are ourselves. So I think whenever you're bringing something to the market, you want to consider what is hitting in the market currently, what your audience is looking for, because you obviously want whatever you're going to bring to land with your audience. And so we know what lands with a lot of audience members is like longevity. That's a big one. That's a heavy hitting topic. And so even if that's not something that we think is like the most important when it comes to a fragrance, when we're thinking about bringing something to market, we want to make sure that it's going to be long lasting for majority of wears, because we want something that's going to like land for the marketplace. We want to add value.
Yes.
But I would say, even though we take those things into consideration and we really like work towards optimizing the fragrance in those ways so that people find it appealing in the ways that they're looking for, what we focus on is creativity and something that's going to be unique and versatile. So we want something that we don't want to just bring a fragrance to market that smells like 100 other fragrances that people already have. We want to bring something that's really going to be unique and special. And so we think about that. I would say for us, that's like what's most important, because we want to feel like we're really bringing something like soulful to the table. No pun intended. That matters. That's artistic. That's, something that's different. I think that matters to us as artists, but we obviously want it to land with our audience. So
well said. Yes, I think considering what people actually want is very important, but also trying to imbue your own authenticity, what you actually want to say through the fragrance. So you need to have a reason for creating it. And if you have that reason and it's solidified, then it will come through as something different enough that's worth considering. But also, again, taking into consideration the things that people are looking for. But obviously, profitability is not something that you can necessarily control. You can control maybe accessibility. Like, will it get someone's attention to actually want to consider it? But if they're going to spend their dollars, that's a whole different story. But great question. Really great question. I saw one thing that just made me laugh here.
What?
Lion's pride. We got an email at work for someone who had an allergic reaction to a perfume. It was me with 8 to 9 sprays of Hachivat. I was embarrassed that I was trying not to crack up while you were talking when I saw that.
That's so funny.
He said, "It's me. I'm sorry." That is hilarious. Someone had an allergic reaction and they sent an email. That's serious, man. I hope no one found out it was you. Like, keep your mouth shut.
Don't tell anyone.
Dial it back to like 2 sprays of Hachivat at least. Okay. This is a good question. Remove limit break. Is the pre-release link up yet? The answer is no. It is not up yet. But in a couple weeks, it will be.
It will be.
We will make an announcement, most likely on a live stream, I believe, with the whole crew. And on that announcement, you'll be able to see the link there, and we'll be talking about it, and it's going to be super exciting. So if you guys can wait just a couple more weeks, it's coming.
Yeah. Also, to answer a question that I saw, let's see, where did
higher?
I see it? Maybe it was from, there we go.
This one.
Yeah. Okay. If you are new here, we have collaborated with the brand Zaharoff and brought 2 fragrances to market so far. They were called Brass and Soul and Second Soul. And we have a 3rd release that is coming this fall. It is currently in production. It is complete. It's really exciting. We haven't revealed the name or the packaging or anything yet, but we will soon. And there will be a pre-sale, and we will let you know when that comes. So
that's right.
We have done total creative direction on these. We've worked with perfumers we've been partnered with, and like basically gone back and forth so that they're creating something from our vision. And then using their scientific chemistry minds to kind of like put in what needs to bring that to life. And Zaharoff is, you know, kind of the kingpin in all of it. Working with his brand and his connections is what makes it all possible. So
definitely. Yes. What a generous guy with a generous brand, and just like an eye and a heart for first class everything, and for just authenticity and no corner cutting. So we're grateful to be able to just share a platform with Zaharoff. Let's see here. Smiles is in the house. If you guys haven't checked out Smiles' YouTube channel, go check it out. Maybe a question for now or later. How did you stand out and get bigger in the fragrance community on YouTube? And would you suggest one to do the same as you today?
That's a great question.
Wow, that's a heavy hitter. Man, you know, it's interesting because I'm going to try not to make this too deep, because I can see myself going off the rails with this. The fragrance community on YouTube, when I started my channel, was tiny. I know that might be hard to believe, and maybe to some of you it still feels small compared to other niches on YouTube, but I'm talking maybe a couple dozen regular creators, people making content on a regular basis. That's it. It was a small audience. It was a small creator base. And since then, I mean, this is almost 10 years later, it has ballooned like crazy. So, you know, when I got into it, I didn't get in to grow and get famous and get known. I was just like enjoying the hobby. I was trying to share my opinions and experiences, and, you know, growing an audience was kind of an afterthought, but it started to happen primarily because of consistency. I kept showing up, and it's not a special thing. I'm not special because I did it. And this applies to anything, any kind of discipline or any kind of growth pursuit. You have to keep showing up, because that shows yourself that you're reliable and accountable, and it shows the people you're going to serve the same thing. So I think that is the cornerstone of growth, is consistency. And that doesn't mean it's going to be linear. It's not going to just be go up and up and up. There's going to be some seasons of slowdown, maybe even drop off. But if you push through those seasons, you will continue to grow, and even more exponentially. So consistency is the biggest answer I could give to getting bigger, so to speak. And would I suggest one to do the same as me today? It's hard to say, because, again, when I got in, the space looked different. And there's been this wave that has been rising. So I couldn't recommend someone do what I did, because what I did worked at that time for that landscape. Necessarily today, maybe not. It's hard for me to really speak on what works today as far as building a YouTube channel and growing a following, because it's a different space. It's more saturated. The platform itself has had a lot of changes to it and whatnot. So if I would say, yes, do it. If you want to do it, then go for it. There's really very little cost other than time, maybe a little bit of sanity from time to time. So yeah, but I would have a goal in mind. I didn't have a goal in mind. I got lucky in some ways, but I would have like a clear reason why you want to do it, and set some goals and aim to hit them. And if you don't, that's fine. I'll cut it off there.
Can I add one thing?
Yes.
Practically, Justin got some great advice from a much larger channel to read a book called The YouTube Formula.
Sure.
And so I definitely recommend that. It's a great book. It is a little dated, but it still applies, and it kind of talks through
the algorithm.
Yes, like how to sort of
works.
Maximize efficiency, I guess, when it comes to the
YouTube
time
formula.
Yeah.
In fact, it's literally right under here. It's being propped. It's propping up this computer here.
Yeah. So look that up. And then I like Justin said, I mean, success in anything, most of the time you aren't going to feel like showing up to it. So
Yes.
the more consistent, exactly everything you said was so wise that you can be, you know, like 9 times out of 10, you're probably not going to feel like getting in front of the camera, filming, moving forward. But that is the path to success in anything. So
that's right. Yeah. Thanks for the great question. Truly.
It's a great question.
And keep at it. Keep swinging. Mr. CB, thank you for the super chat and the support. I see you in the comments pretty often. So thank you. Appreciate that. Cam's asking, will I bring back my Patreon? I have no plans to bring back my Patreon. But thanks for asking. I know you were definitely a supporter in the past, so I appreciate that truly. Let's see. Grace is the only reason the channel grew.
It's definitely not true.
Grace is maybe not the only reason, but she is a major reason why the channel grew, because she came in right at the wave of COVID that was really kind of rising and people were stuck at home. Grace came in and just gave the channel new life and more interest and just helped to reach a wider audience. So yeah, catalyst in the flesh right here.
Oh my God.
For sure. Let's see. Okay. Before we get to you see in the title, the brass and soul stuff.
Really
I want to talk about
that.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about some fragrances. I also marketed this video as fall frag rotation, just kind of a little preview into some fragrances that we're maybe interested in wearing from our own collection here. I put a couple that you like over there.
Ooh, exciting.
So if you want to, you can just chat about them. Really, I didn't have a plan. I just wanted to put some fragrances in front of the camera because that's what people like. That's why they come to these videos. You want to see bottles in front of your face. So we're going to do that.
Not just faces in front of your face.
Exactly right. I'll start here. This is a new release, and I did a whole video about it, kind of like just outlining my initial experiences with it. This is from Parfum de Marly. It's called Castley. And at first, it wasn't very special to me, mainly because it just reminded me of another Parfum de Marly, which is Sedley, which I do like. We both like that one. But the more I wore it, I think I wore it a few times around you. And
what's this one?
This is called Castley.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
And it's fresh. And at first I was like, okay, it's fresh, fun, great. A lot of things are fresh. And that first spray I have noticed is really special. I think that's maybe the most special part about it. It's sharp. It's zingy. It's like spicy and peppery, maybe a little green. And then it dries into this very, I don't know, common, trendy array of ingredients. Akigala wood is an aroma chemical that smells like kind of musky, woody. I don't know. It's even maybe a little metallic in a way to my nose. And it's in a lot of stuff these days. And so it just reminds me of other things as it dries. But I've liked it more and more. And I think it's a good fall scent because it has some oomph to it, even though it is fresh. So maybe for the warmer fall days, I found it to be like, this could be good. And it's an all-day wear, but you might go nose blind to it, because I certainly did. So just a fragrance. You guys like fragrances. I wanted to talk about a fragrance real quick. All the fragrances we talk about, aside from the new ones coming, will be linked in the description.
Someone asked a question if you scroll up about notes. Oh, yeah, there's Sean.
Sean, thanks for being here. Sean, yeah, you were here last time. Good to see you. Is there a note that both of you would avoid 80% of the time? It's a specific percentage, but absolutely love when it's used just right for your taste.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say so. I'm definitely not. I'm not necessarily drawn to some really like floral forward fragrances, like heavy jasmine, heavy tuberose, even rose is not something that always draws me in. I'm not like, oh, let me see what this rose fragrance smells like. If it's in there and it's used well, as you said, when it's used just right, fantastic. But yeah, I'd say a lot of florals I'm not really drawn to. and I could think of some others, but what comes to mind for you?
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a really hard time with like powdery
Okay. Yep.
notes. I feel like everyone knows this, but so often like iris, but I really enjoy orris, which is like the iris root.
That's
because
right.
it's a little dustier and it's not powdery in like an overt way.
Yeah.
But if used in the right way, I have been known to enjoy a fragrance that has more of that sort of like pillowy powderiness.
Yes, totally. I'm trying to think of one that we have that you have come to like. That's an iris forward. I can't think of one
like
right now.
Even just like the Dior.
Yeah. I guess it's been a while since.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that profile is like my absolute favorite because I definitely can smell the iris. But
I think it's magical.
I've come around.
But I get it. It is not your typical like guy scent or even like body scent. It's very odd. Manuel, first of all, Sean, thanks for the great question. Manuel, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate that. Truly. William Miller's here. Good to see you.
Love from Chicago, someone.
Oh, Johan. Yes, if you haven't watched Custon Joplin, thank you, Joel, for the promo on that. The series is called What You Think You Smell Like. It's a playlist on the channel. Highly recommended. Johan, sending love from Chicago. Appreciate that.
Love Chicago.
Yes. I don't know if you guys know, I lived there for quite a while. So
that's where he started the channel.
That's true. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Good point, Steve. Hey, Justin, I might have missed the video and your thoughts on it, but what are your thoughts about Absolu Aventus? Recently got it. Cannot stop spraying it.
That's so great.
Yes, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. I have only experienced it from a decant that I have somewhere, and I've worn it several times, and I do like it. My experience with it is that I don't smell it all that much. It kind of just disappears for me, and it's a little bit of a bummer, I guess. But I'm tempted to try it from a bottle. I feel like the experience would be different, and especially with Creed fragrances, after they sit for a while, they do kind of like, I don't know, open up in a way. So I feel like that could only really happen in an official bottle. But I do like it. I haven't smelled it probably since like a year ago, but it's good. I actually want to revisit it. I appreciate you mentioning that because now I'm like, where's that decant? Gotta pull that up.
Jared asked about iris butter.
What about an iris butter?
Sounds delicious. I'm sure I'd be down.
Yeah, orris is, I guess, it sometimes it's used as a butter, and it can have this like buttery consistency to it as far as the scent goes. And there's we had a couple that have that buttery feel. Do you remember? I think it's from Mind Games, which we'll talk about here in a second. It's called. It's the one that smells like buttered popcorn. Does that actually? I think that one actually has butter in it.
Is it?
What's it called? I am forgetting now.
I'll answer this question.
Yes, Garde.
Oh,
but I don't know if it has iris. Does it have orris in it? No, that didn't click on it. There it is. It has, yes, it does have orris root, and it comes off kind of buttery, but it also has a popcorn note, and it also has leather, and it also has like blackberry leaf.
Is that the one that I think smells sort of like an oatmeal cookie?
I think so. Yes, but I don't know. It's so different.
I like it.
But it's
super
good.
Interesting.
It's like a cool fall scent.
It's a bizarre but cool scent.
Yeah.
Someone's asking about Gabri.
Where?
Scroll up. There we go.
Will she ever be back on the channel? I like her gentle bluntness.
I also like her gentle bluntness.
We will have her back.
We talked to her about how many people were missing her, and she said she was surprised and she would be happy to be back.
So we just got to plan it. We have to plan it. So yes, she'll be back at some point. Totally missed it. Brass and Soap Parfum signed me up.
You want to talk about it?
I guess we should talk about
it since it
was just
We're
brought
really
up.
Excited.
So I'm not going to show you the front of these things. I mean, I could, and it really wouldn't matter, but just for the added mystery, I'm just going to show you the back. So what? It's like they're trying to turn themselves around. There we go. So these are 2 sample vials. So if you guys don't know about this, honestly, I wasn't even involved in this conversation. I was kind of roped into this after the fact, but I'm so grateful. I guess Ross TLTG was doing a live recently within the past couple weeks, had George Zaharoff on the live. I think people were in the chat saying, George, bring back the originals, bring them back, bring them back, bring them back. And we've heard that ever since they went away. And George just happened to throw out, like, what if we do Parfum versions of them on the live stream? And Ross and him, I guess they conferred. I haven't seen this, but I heard about it after the fact. I guess they conferred and they said, yeah, we could do that. And the next thing I know, Ross is reaching out saying, hey, so we're going to do Parfum versions of our first fragrances. Go ahead and reach out and see if you can get some higher concentrations from the lab. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do that. We talked about it on the phone and had a great convo. And so, yeah, this is something that is for the future-ish. We obviously have a 3rd Z fragrance coming very soon. So that'll be the next big thing. But we're already kind of looking beyond around the springtime, roughly, depending on if we get these things to be the quality that we want them to be. We settle on what they need to really be marketable and to actually be worth your time. Assuming that we reach that point, it'll be something we check out doing in the springtime. We have already decided that it will not have the same name. It will kind of have a bit of an alternate identity to it. Mm-hmm. But it is kind of what it sounds. It is a Parfum version. Now, Brass and Soul technically was already a Parfum. I think it was 22% when it came out. And so it's like, how much higher can we go? So I wanted a few different versions of it just to see how it does at different concentrations. So we tried a 24, we've got a 25, and then we have a 27. We actually haven't tried the 27 yet. So that monster is still waiting in the cave. But we have tried the 24 and 25. And it is interesting, guys. We're not going to go into super details about exactly what it smells like and how they differ and all that. But man, if you like Brass and Soul, or if you missed it and you're interested to get that experience, dang, it's gonna be good. It's deep, it's rich. There's other elements that kind of come out that didn't come out in the original. And even between these 2 percentages, 1% has made such a difference. Yeah. It's so odd. Like we went up 1%. I tried the 25 today. It actually was my scent of the day, the 25%. And I was like, this is good. The 24 I tried already last week. And 25 is just kind of a different character. So it's so interesting how a scent profile can change when you kind of tweak the concentration, even just by a percentage. It really makes a difference. So these fragrances, the intention behind them is that they will be, again, more concentrated. They'll be more dense, deep, rich, maybe more long lasting in theory, depending on your skin and your nose. We can't make any guarantees with fragrances, of course. And they're going to carry the character of the originals, but they're just going to take them just deeper down the hole, so to speak. That sounds weird, but we're going to go with that. Here for it. So that's all I'm going to say about that. More to come. We already have another name picked out, which we're very excited about. And again, we're going to focus on the new stuff first, and then we'll come back to this. And depending on what you guys are really looking for, if you guys show a lot of interest, then we'll probably do it. We'll bring it back, and it'll be fun. But that'll be months from now. Let's see here. Did you have anything you wanted to add to that?
That's great.
Awesome.
I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. Brax, might be a strange idea. Video ranking the best bottle design would be amazing. I've considered that idea a few times over the years. I think I've just presumed that not many people would want to watch that, but I'm sure there's some. So I don't think it's strange. I mean, bottle design is so important.
Yeah.
So I'll think about it. I'll think about it because there's some good ones for sure. Some people not just doing
This is
stock
hilarious.
stuff. Amazing Grace Parfum. Gosh. Boyd, thanks for being here. Great.
I saw a great question. Oh yeah. Here we go. We also feel this way.
Although decants give you a glance into a fragrance, the atomizer on a full bottle seems to be different. Yeah, I assume you're referring to the Creed, the Absolute Ventus. So yes,
Well, honestly,
totally.
any fragrance. Like we always recommend decanting because it's really hard to know how you're going to like it on your skin without actually wearing it, and not just even like one time, but giving yourself time to have like a full wearing. That being said, the full bottle experience is going to be different because of the way a fragrance macerates, and also the atomizers are just a lot different in a full bottle than a decant.
Yeah.
So it's something to keep in mind. But we still recommend decanting.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and there is something about having more of the liquid in a container than like a small little thing like this that just it changes the experience for some reason. We've noticed that with our Zahara fragrances. They just get better once they're put in their full bottles, even more than from the lab samples. So prepare to be blown away. Dutch, the Bible Dumper, is saying 27 sounds 1100 spray worthy.
Perfect.
It sure does. Yes.
You will be.
Who needs a bath when you've got 1100 sprays of your favorite fragrance? On a decant, rule of thumb is 2 decant sprays to 1 full bottle. For the most part, yeah, I agree with that, Donald. I do tend to kind of double it up to get those 1 sprays, but sometimes there's some decants out there that really pump it out. You never know what you're going to get sometimes, but you're right. I agree. All right. Am I into wet shaving? Seems like such a related hobby. I'm always surprised at how little crossover there is on YouTube social media. Jonathan, great question. Love the pick, man. All the guitars. Appreciate that. I don't shave. So, and that's because I don't really grow facial hair. That might sound weird to some of you guys. I do get it down here. I actually trimmed it today, but I don't put a razor to my face with shaving cream or anything like that. I don't grow hair here. I grow a little bit here, but I keep that out of the way as well. So I don't shave. That's why I personally don't talk about wet shaving, but I know it is a very peripheral community, very parallel in some ways. And in fact, when we did the first round of Zed, when we did Brass and Soul, we did a collaboration with Gentleman's Nod, who's a great kind of men's grooming brand. We did some ancillary products. So we did, I think, like a shave balm. We did an aftershave splash. Maybe, I think we did a bar soap as well, and maybe some other things. I don't remember now.
I wet shave, otherwise full beard.
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
Grace will be starting her wet shaving channel next week. Yes, Wade says lucky. I do feel lucky because my twin brother has a full face of hair, and I don't envy what he has to go through, but it looks good on him. But great question. Thanks, Jonathan. Let's see. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Let's talk about another fragrance. You want to talk about one of those?
Yeah.
Just like what you like about it and how it smells to you and all that?
Yeah. This is Manhattan from Raja.
Grace
Parfum.
will definitely be wearing this fall.
Sure. It is very dead center unisex.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite fall fragrances. I don't actually even know the note breakdown.
There's some tobacco.
Okay.
There's vanilla for sure. I'm actually forgetting the rest. I'm going to pull it up.
Pull it up.
I can't remember if there's a booziness.
There's something about it that just smells very urban in like a classy way, which I know is what it's supposed to.
There's your notes.
Wow.
Coconut and all pine tree cloves, lots of spices.
Yeah. But it blends so well.
It really does.
Yeah, but it's just really special. I just feel like it's perfect for that kind of like dressed up urban fall day, cooler weather, a little bit of
Yes.
sunshine.
Yeah.
It's, to me, it just gives that kind of classy
Yep.
fall feel.
Yep.
And I
It's
love
so
it.
classy. So
Yeah.
classy. And as she said, perfectly unisex. I wear it as well.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's one of their more like standout profiles that I think really has a personality to it. Doesn't really smell like anything else.
It really doesn't.
And it
Yeah.
really just carries the aesthetic of the brand so well. So,
Yeah. Anyway, I just think the name is perfect.
Yeah.
Because it feels like, to me, it feels like how a New York Manhattan fall fragrance should feel.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said.
That elegant sort of.
Well said.
High taste.
This one here, I used to talk about this fragrance all the time. I'm talking 5 years ago. This was all over the channel. And for whatever reason, I fell off. I think it's just because we've gotten like at least 8,000 other fragrances since then. Seriously.
That is an exaggeration.
But it's been sitting in the back. I took it out today. I actually put it in a video that'll come out maybe next week. And yeah, this is from Amouroud. You don't hear many people talking about Amouroud. I don't remember if you've tried this. I'll spray it here on a blotter for you. This is called Oud du Jour. Funny thing.
Definitely have smelled it.
Okay, it's probably been a while. Have you guys tried this one? Funnily enough, if I'm not mistaken, this was perfumed by Claude Durr, who is Zaharoff's perfumer, who's done basically all of his fragrances and done the fragrances in collaboration with Ross, TLTG. So Claude Durr, which I didn't even think about until I put it on this table. I'm like, oh, perfect. Yeah, first of all, have you guys tried this one? I see Joel says Oud After Dark. I haven't tried that one. Dutch said he wore it on Friday. It's so good. Let's give it a spray. Yeah, it's like, it's not a scary oud fragrance. If you're like, oud, no, it's not.
It smells great.
It's not very oudy. It's kind of more like leathery.
Yeah, it's just dusty.
Yeah, there's this dry, dusty, leathery, but it's sweet.
It is leathery.
Yeah, sweet, fruity. I think there's raspberry and maybe plum. It's juicy. It's rich. I don't remember if there's rose in there. Maybe some warm spices and things like that. But it wears kind of elegant. It wears kind of light. It doesn't scream. It doesn't leave this crazy trail. I think it lasts pretty good on the skin, but it doesn't just peel the paint off the walls, which you actually don't want. And if you're wearing 1,100 sprays of anything like my boy Dutch, that's what's happening. But I'm just playing, man. But it's good. Yeah, let me know if you guys have have tried this one. Sean is saying that the plum one. Yes, it is the plum one. Very underrated. So good.
So good.
Beautiful. But it's a little understated. So I think some people might be like, no one's going to smell it. I'm not going to get any compliments. It's not going to leave a beast mode sillage trail. Not worth the money. That's what they say out there on the TikToks. On the TikTok.
The TikTok.
And on the YouTube as well. Josh, thank you so much for the love. Thanks for joining for your first stream. Appreciate more of you guys coming in. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Do I have anything from Regalian? I just got Meftun, which is a beautiful boozy fall winter set. Ooh, I like beautiful boozy. We have a couple from Regalian. They're new to the collection as of maybe last year. One of which I've spent very little time with, and the other I've spent a little more time with. One of them is called Hammam. And Hammam is like it's like a traditional bath, I guess, in Turkey.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like maybe it's a bathhouse or something, and it's, I don't know, it is a very authentic, like sudsy, soapy, fresh scent. It smells like soap, but like clean, luxurious, bubbly soap. And it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. The other one, I think it's called Diamond of Velvet. I don't remember all of what's in there. I think it's maybe a rose oud, something very rich, strong, kind of sweeter, more ambery, darker. I got to revisit that one. Jeffrey, yes, we're all excited.
We're very excited.
You saw something?
Oh, Cam is wearing Hammam right now.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
I know.
Cam,
How
look
did
at
you
you.
know?
Fantastic. It's so good. So good. Yeah, you guys are coming in with some good questions. Please keep doing that. Smiles Sense. I gotta ask, guys, what is the closest thing to a combined signature scent that both of you love and where often? I'm very curious where all have the most overlap. Roses. All right. Combined, like something we both love to wear. I don't know if I would call it a signature, but if I think of fragrances that we both wear pretty often, I'm thinking of like Papi Lafico.
Yeah, we
You
love
reach for that one quite a
Mhm.
bit, as much as I do. When some people might consider that a very masculine fragrance, but on Grace, it wears so different than it does on me, and it just works perfectly.
I don't feel like it's masculine at all. Like, I don't feel like it's not masculine.
At all.
I just feel like it's very.
I find it to be kind of like traditional, almost like a resinous fougere. But no, what do you get out of
I
it?
don't know. I love it.
Okay, I mean that's
It's
all that
honestly
matters.
hard to describe the note breakdown on that one because it's a really good blend.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm
Mhm.
trying to remember. I think it's Dominique Ropion who did that one. It's so good. But great question. That's one that
That
comes
is
to
a great
mind right
question.
now.
Yeah.
I saw some other ones here. Thomas said he bought Hammam after hearing me talk about it. Picked it up at Turkey at the duty free.
That's
Awesome.
cool.
I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Have I tried anything from Aton? No, never heard of them. Gotta look it up.
Wow. They're just popping up everywhere.
Amouroud's Whetstone is also good.
Yeah.
That-
Someone else also mentioned white hinoki,
Okay, yeah, we got that one
which
as
is,
well. That
yeah,
one is very unique. It's like
it is.
cottony wood, like
I feel like
dry
I've worn
cottony,
that
yeah,
one. Yeah.
with like whiskey. It's very, yeah,
Hmm.
it's interesting. We got to break that one out again. Yeah, Sean said he digs it. 1100 is the sweet spot. Yes,
Seriously.
not a spray less or more. That is where you should end up. That's the sweet spot. Let's see here. What's going on? Bon Parfumeur number 4, gin, mandarin, and musk. Haven't tried that one. They got so many. And Verano or Jane. That one's great. Considering I will be getting Brassens au Parfum, shall I drop Terre d'Hermès Eau de Javel Frappant Lumini? Speaking of gin fragrances. All I'll say without revealing too much is that Brassens au Parfum will not have the same function as those fragrances. Because of how concentrated it will be, it's not going to be anywhere near as fresh as those fragrances. So I don't think you would wear it in the same places.
Yeah, same context.
Yeah, same context. So as far as what to do with the others, that's up to you. You know, if you've tried them and you're not sure if you like them, then obviously you make the decision. Those are all great. I haven't tried the Bon Parfumeur, but the others are fantastic. So it's up to you. Any Houbigantes in the collection? Yeah, we got a few. We have their classic Fougere Royale, which is technically the first Fougere that ever was marketed sometime a couple hundred years ago. It's been reformulated. I think Rodrigo Flores Roux kind of redid it in 2010. We also have Bois Mystique, which is like a little bit like Royal Oud from Creed, but different. And then we have the old school Duc de Vervon. That one was a gift from a friend. Thomas actually gifted that to me.
Oh, yeah.
I think that one's from the 80s, and he loves it. And to me, it's a great fougere. It's just not maybe that remarkable to me. It's next to some others, but it's good.
Donald has that question up there.
Donald.
Holy Grail fragrances. You passed it.
Okay, Donald.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from your own fragrance, what are a few of your holy grails?
That's a great question.
Yes, off the top of the head, Beach Hut Man. That's a holy
10
grail.
out of 10. You have done You've done a video on unicorn.
I've done the video on unicorns. I've also done a video on holy grails. But Chris Collins, Oud Galore, holy grail.
Memo, African leather.
Yeah, that one's fantastic.
You also love African Rooibos.
African Rooibos.
Rooibos.
Yes, that
From
one.
Chris Collins.
I mean, too many, but those are a few. Those are
Yeah,
a
that's a
few.
handful.
Thanks for asking. Jeffrey, Justin,
He has that
I know you don't
itch.
recommend blind buying, but I have that itch. I love fougères, and I wanted to ask if you think Aiden Bob would be a great choice. Yeah, so we love Aiden Bob Egypt. That doesn't mean I can say it would be a great choice for you, because I don't think a blind buy is worth it unless you love the fragrance. Not just like, yeah, this is good, I would wear this. No, no, no. I think you just wasted your money. You got to love it. And obviously the only way you can know if you love it is if you try it beforehand. So we got ourselves a little dilemma here. How do you know you love it if you're going to blind buy it? So if you're asking me, do I like Egypt? I really like Egypt. Grace really likes Egypt. I think it is a great fougere-ish fragrance. Now, whether or not you should buy it, I can't say yes, go ahead and blind buy it. That would be irresponsible of me. But take the information that you've received and make an informed decision.
Also,
Yeah.
little plug for our newest favorite app over here. If you do blind buy it and you find that it's not what you want and you can't find a way to get rid of it because it's hard to resell open fragrances, we have a solution.
So true.
Because a really good friend of ours created an app called Rescented.
Yes.
Which is
get the link and paste it.
You are? Okay.
I meant to put the link in the description of this video, but Perfect. I forgot.
Yeah, so if you have fragrances that you are just not wearing anymore, you're looking to rehome to the right person, this is a great way to do it. It's 100% free to have a profile. Yes. It's free to list. It's kind of like Poshmark or some of the other like used apps where you can resell clothing or jewelry or shoes or things like that, but it's specifically for fragrances.
Yeah.
So Justin's been advising.
Yeah. Or an ambassador, advisor to the app, to the brand.
Owner and some of the other owners. And yeah, it's been really exciting for us because it's just right along the lines of what we want to help people be able to do, which is, kind of declutter your collections and really focus on what you're really loving, what you're really wearing, and maybe pass on some stuff to people who can actually get some use out of it if you feel like, the season for you has passed. So
yeah, well said. Thanks for thinking of that, because I should have thought of that. And I thought of it earlier, but then I forgot. I just put the link in the comments. I tried to pin it, but I can't pin it here from StreamYard where we're doing this. But it is only for Apple. At least right now, it's only for the App Store. They're working on Android, I believe, and they're also going to work. And they're also going to work on a desktop version, like a desktop browser version, I think. And they're always updating the app. They're adding new features. They're tweaking things, so they're continually trying to make it better. Free to download. Obviously, free to use aside from you buying stuff that you want to buy. And it's just a fantastic, dedicated, and secure marketplace for buying, reselling and buying just fragrances, and in an app form that is pretty unique. We've seen that on other platforms, mainly just for desktop, but for an app, not really. So yeah, check that out. Again, there's no Play Store, Sean, just Apple right now. Again, the link is in the comments if you want to check it out.
I'm sure he's gonna.
Yeah, they've been talking about it. I've talked to them and they're talking about, I don't have any kind of timeline, so I can't say when, but they're working on it. Let's see. I saw some interesting. Do I still like Sean John 3 a.m.? That is a slippery question, Cam. Quite literally. Yes, I do love the scent. And I think, William Miller said, the fragrance is wonderful. The person, well, yeah, we're not going to talk about that. But the scent, fantastic. I'm trying not to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. It's been talked about enough. He did some, we're not talking about it. I almost did it. Let's see here.
He did some questionable things.
Yes.
I don't actually know. So
okay, well, I'll get you caught up off camera.
Another time.
Off camera. Yeah, it was bad. It's bad. If only I could rehome Second Soul. If only. Yeah, Second Soul is chilling in the archives right now. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't, but no plans at the moment. Let's see. See that? Yeah, the atomizer on it is legendary. It is a fire hose. It's a fire hose. Wedding scents. I've worked out. I want to wear Amouroud Reflection 45 and Van Cleef Centaur Blanc that week, but was hoping you could suggest something I might want to consider for my special day. I always struggle with this question because the last thing I want to do is tell someone, go buy this fragrance you haven't tried to wear on your very special day. I can't really say that. Also, I don't know what you already have. I'd rather you choose something you already have because I assume you have what you love, and you should totally wear something that you love. And more importantly, wear something that your partner really loves. So I can't give you a specific name. I love Reflection 45. I don't know if Grace is a huge fan, but we will get her on board in the near future. It's a little powdery for her taste, but I haven't tried the Van Cleef, so I don't know about that one. So of the two you said, like, yeah, I would consider Reflection 45 for your special day if you love it and if your partner loves it, especially since you already have it. Beyond that, I can't really suggest anything else. At least not right now.
As a female, in the room, I would recommend picking something potentially together. That's like nostalgic to your relationship and the story of you as a couple to wear. Because I think that is, smell is so powerful and
especially for women.
Yeah. And so I feel like having something that, she really loves, that you could be, memories of like amazing times you've had together or an amazing time that's also very special, like showstopper would be perfect.
Well said. That's what matters. And yeah, William said it too. Well, wear her favorite fragrance. That's good too. Good consideration.
It'll also serve you very well on the day. Throughout the entire event.
Yes. Wink, wink. Then you combine Sean Unforgettable with grass. He was yeah, I'll have to get you caught up. That's that's diabolical.
Okay.
This one?
Yes, so unfortunate. So we have
the irony.
Yes, exactly. Shortly after Justin and I started dating, or shortly before, one of my close family members became like very, very sensitive to fragrance, where they would like have an allergic reaction around any kind of scent. So we actually can't wear fragrance around. It's my mom. And so that obviously is an important person. And we actually have one other relative who also has like very sensitive.
Yeah.
So because of that, we couldn't wear fragrances.
We did not. We were scentless at our wedding.
But we wore a ton on our honeymoon and we had a great time.
Yes.
And we wear them whenever we're not around those people.
Exactly. Exactly. But the irony, I get that question all the time. And the answer is always like, I didn't have a scent. People are like,
it's honestly kind of
what?
I know, it's like,
I'm like, it's too much to go into in a little comment. Brioni Suave. I haven't tried that. I know that's their newest flanker in the Brioni line. I've been curious to check it out, but I'm glad it makes it easy. You got it. Fantastic. That's the one. Let's see. Any upcoming streams where you and TLTG swap samples? No plans for that, but we do have plans to get them on the channel for one of these live streams in the coming weeks, maybe to just chat, maybe talk more about what's coming with the new fragrances and just get some new faces on your screen. So I need to actually book that with him. We got to do it ahead of time because we're busy people. So we got to get it on the calendar. So we'll take care of that.
Someone asked about turtlenecks. There.
Do you have any tips on wearing fragrances, wearing suits and turtlenecks? I assume you mean together, like not two separate things, but a turtleneck with a suit. I assume that's what you mean. I don't wear turtlenecks. I'm not against turtlenecks. I just don't own them. I don't think I've worn a turtleneck since I was like 9.
It's so funny. I didn't realize that until this moment.
don't own. I'm not.
I've never seen you in a turtleneck.
No, I'd love to consider it.
Wow.
I just haven't gone out of my way to go get a turtleneck. But what I could possibly recommend with that is, I know you're probably thinking, well, your neck is compromised. How are you going to spray your neck if it's covered up? You can still technically spray your neck. You can spray the turtleneck, and it'll last even longer. And it's, it's not on your skin, so the scent will be a little different. But I think that's fair. You could also put it on the back of the head, like top of the neck. You can put it there, and then you might just have to get a little bit more creative with clothes spraying. So spraying like, the shoulders of the shirt or whatever you're wearing. So yeah, your skin is covered, so we can't do anything about that. So you just got to spray around that. Thanks for asking. I need to get some turtlenecks. I do like turtlenecks. I like them when they look good. So I just need to get some that look good and like rock them stylishly.
I feel like you would look amazing in turtlenecks.
Yeah, with a suit, I could see. Yeah, I could see.
be great.
Killing the game. Ross was just on someone's stream earlier tonight. Okay, yeah, Ross is a busy guy.
Can we talk about percentages for a second? Because I find it really fascinating. Fragrance
this
induced.
One?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be insane. 30%.
Yeah,
potentially.
I'm trying to remember if Second Soul ended up at 24.
I think it is 24.
24 is where it landed.
So here is the interesting thing. I just find this really, really fascinating. So I'm going to nerd out a little bit, and hopefully you guys are here for it. A stronger concentration does not necessarily mean longer lasting or more diffusive. And I find that to be kind of mind-blowing, because you would think, oh, more oil would equal those things. But sometimes it actually makes it, because it sort of like sits too close to the skin, or certain notes don't diffuse because there's like too much of like the deeper oils, it actually like dies. So it's a really interesting thing, because like that's why we're having such a fun experience exploring these different percentages of brass and soul and figuring out which one we love the most.
Yep.
Because it doesn't necessarily, it's not guaranteed that the 27 is going to be like the strongest or the most powerful or the longest lasting, even though it's the highest oil concentration. And that's something that I learned from Justin and have learned from like experimenting with the similar fragrance at different concentrations. Because even like you said, 1% can totally change the way it diffuses in the room, or the way the sillage is, or the way that the dry down is. So anyway, it's really fascinating.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to talk any more about it.
Yeah, I'll just a little bit. We don't need to go too much more into it. I think that was great. I think what I've come to learn is that concentration does not necessarily affect performance more than it affects behavior and the scent itself. So I think it's marketed this way a lot of the time. Oh, the new Parfum version of this well-known fragrance, whatever. It's deeper, it's richer. Like, yeah, sure. But we often imply or even expect that it will be stronger, and not per se. I've had a fragrance, in fact, Second Soul, when we were finishing the formula for that, I tried a 25% and a 24% next to each other. The 25% disappeared from my skin in like 5 hours. And I could not smell it that well while it was on my skin. The 24 was crazy diffusive and lasted 10, 12 hours. So all that to say, you don't know, you never know what you're going to get. It really depends on the ingredients and how they will work together and in the proportion that they're in. It really, and there's so many variables.
Yeah, there really are, obviously.
Again, your skin plays a role as well. And also what your nose is actually able to detect plays a huge role. 40%, 50%. Yeah, even Amouage is doing this today. When they have their what they call the exceptional extracts, like Reflection 45, which Abba was talking about earlier, it's 45%. Interlude 54 or 53%. And it can mean that it's absolutely nuclear, and sometimes it is, depending on how it's actually crafted, but not necessarily. But that's a lot.
Yeah.
That it gets crazy when, it's like now we're getting into like, is this even legal? Like, is it actually healthy?
Right.
Mr. CB, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Oud for greatness for Christmas. I love it, but I struggle to find the right occasion to wear it. Any suggestions? Yeah, I don't have that one. I do have experience with it. We've had Decants, and from my experience, that one wears a little bit like playful elegant. So if you guys ever go on any dates, going to the movies, going to dinner, just going for a walk in the evening, and maybe you're not going to dress just pure casual. Maybe you'll put on a nicer shirt, maybe button down, maybe some nice pants or whatever, and you want to like show up, for your wife, then that's a great one, especially when it's not too hot. Or if you're going to dress up a little bit more, maybe it is an actual like formal event, maybe not tuxedo, but something nicer than what you normally wear for a nice occasion, which might happen every now and then. Yeah, I think it's a great consideration for that. But I would save it for the evening, at least me personally. But you don't have to. You can wear it in the day. I would just avoid the heat with it. I don't think it wears too formal. So you do have some options. Hope that is helpful.
We missed a really poignant comment from Sean.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. This one. Sean, most emotionally impactful scent in your collection. I have a bottle I purchased with my wife on our honeymoon that I never worn. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Sean.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Wow.
Totally makes sense, honestly.
Yeah. Scent association is the most powerful that we have. And the last thing I'm going to do is keep diving into that. So the most emotionally impactful scent. I assume, we're talking about something tied or associated to a memory, an experience. I'd say one of them is, for me, is Roger Parfum Danger. Because that was the fragrance I wore basically on the day when I finally let the walls down and told Grace how I felt. So I'll definitely remember that one. That was a powerful one for sure.
Yeah, I think for me, one of like the biggest ties is Rosé from Zahara. Signature Rosé. Yes. And the reason is that it reminds me of our first trip to Chicago together. It reminds me of kind of like
you met George.
Yeah, deep diving into sort of the fragrance world even more. Yeah. Meeting George and someone who's really close to Justin. And then he was testing it out. He was wearing it.
Yeah, George was wearing it.
And he also had like one of those small little mod sample bottles. And he had me spray it on I think he sprayed it on something for me to smell. I think I put it on, and I think he gave it to me to wear. And
he gave it to
me. Just was it was such an impactful moment because of the whole scene, like meeting George, being in Chicago, being with Justin, traveling together, like all the things. Yeah. And getting to kind of experience someone's creative, artistic exploration before it had like fully, reached the market. So
totally. Yeah. And that's all by itself. That's a beautiful scent. Signature Rosé.
It's so good.
For VAR 458, thank you for the super chat. I've heard good things about Cavour 1. Never tried it. So we'll have to somehow get our nose on it. I've got like a bag of samples that I've received from a couple stores that have sent me some fragrances. I haven't even looked at all the samples. So we might have a sample of it. I just need to see what we actually have. Asking Grace, have you always been into frags? I feel like you used to be / currently are fragrance exec somewhere.
I'm an undercover fragrance executive.
Yes,
yeah,
totally. Yes, Grace has been a frag fan.
I've always been
for sure. It's only gotten deeper. Zach is asking, when are we getting a top 10 Acqua di Parma collection video? When we have 10 Acqua di Parmas. We have like
That's 8. A great answer.
We have like 8. And in fact, I think we're doing a monthly video with FragBuy, as we always do. So there's one more coming because they always send a fragrance. I'm not going to tell you which one. It's one I'm really excited about. So we'll add that one, and then I could be wrong. We could be at 9. If we're at 10, then I'll do a video because
It's time to count
I've
them
been
up.
really loving Aqua de Parma the last year or so. I've been coming back to them. They've got a couple new ones. They've been pumping out some gold.
We should do it together because I feel like we
Yeah.
haven't smelled a lot of theirs.
I know. And they got one I want to try called Buongiorno.
Mm.
And then they have this whole like, I don't know, like intensified line of some of their popular ones. I heard some hit or miss things about them, but I love the brand. I don't know why I love them so much, but they're so good. Let's see here. Zafferano, so good. I wore Zafferano when we went for our anniversary and had dinner at the Italian spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so good.
That was delicious. That food and the fragrance.
Yes. I know you get hundreds of have you tried, you should try, but my addition would be Dorian's Fougere by Darren Allen. I've never heard of Darren Allen, but I love that name, Dorian's Fougere. I'm interested.
Way up in the comments, I actually think it was Sean.
Okay.
He was asking for, I believe, saxophone player recommendations for him and his son to listen to.
Oh,
it was totally like way this. Up. Maybe you can confirm if you're still on with that question, and we can probably find it.
Yeah, I don't know. I see. I thought I went through all these.
It was extra points for blues and.
Okay, he's here with another question.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'd love to know that original question if you want to share
extra
that
points
again.
For blues and swing, I think.
Okay, yeah, I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else we got. Italica, I haven't tried it. Heard good things about it. Would you? Yeah, I think you asked that already, but yes, definitely. Oh, you're saying woohoo? Yes.
Ooh, Satin Mood.
Okay.
I really like that one.
Didn't like it a year ago. Now I love it. Oud Satin Mood. I have a funny story about Oud Satin Mood. The first time I tried it, I was living in central Illinois. I made a trip back up to Chicago for a day simply to go to, I feel like it was Saks, Fifth Avenue, to try a bunch of fragrances. Had a great connection there with this sales associate. He was helping me out, showing me a bunch of cool stuff, allowing me to explore Maison Francis Kirkjohn, including Oud Satin Mood. I remember trying it at least on a blotter, and I loved it. And so he sent me home with a little splash sample. I hate splash samples, but I was very grateful to get that. And I had that sample in a gym bag. I think I forgot it ended up, I think I had a bag with me, and I just put it in that bag when I went home, and I forgot it was in there. At some point, I was throwing that bag around. That vial broke, and that bag reeked of oud. I mean, I'm talking like a milliliter. Reeked of Oud Satin Mood for months. Months. I kept this bag in the closet. And so the closet, all my clothes smelled like Oud Satin Mood. And I didn't want to throw the bag away because it was a nice bag, but I couldn't wash it. The material was weird. I don't remember. So I just had to just get rid of it. I'm like, I can't use this bag. I'm going to reek in every room I go into. It was crazy. So that didn't like ruin my experience with the fragrance, but I haven't gone back to it since. But it's a lovely scent, and I will revisit it one day. Anyway.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, Sean says, my son is learning baritone sax. So could I recommend some contemporary players, blues or swing style in particular? Contemporary baritone sax players. There's not a ton of bari sax players, I'd say, who are like specifically bari sax players. There's a lot of guys who kind of cross over. Maybe they play tenor and then they'll cross over to bari for particular situations. But what I would recommend, and this is not contemporary, but still like timeless players, people to check out, people like Art Pepper, people like Jerry Mulligan. They're not alive anymore, so they're not contemporary, but they are like, I mean, there's so many, like Joe Temperley in the Duke Ellington Orchestra. I mean, There's so many great ones, and these are guys that are long past, but they have laid the foundation for what is contemporary. So I always recommend starting at the source. You can even go further back than those guys, but I think that's a good starting place that's not too far back, but far back enough to really get into the style and the language of the music. Jerry Mulligan, GerryMulligan, Jerry Mulligan. I would just start with him. Jerry Mulligan is incredible. And I'm not a saxophone player, and I've like learned so many of his solos. So I would start there. Go to the source. Always go to the source. Great question. Robert Platinum, thank you so much for the super chat. Yo, Justin, give me some money. You want me to give you your $5 back to you? Thank you for the super chat. And I love this avatar. And so these little AI action figure things that went around. Okay, let's keep going. We got maybe 15 minutes tops before we call it a night.
Someone just asked how many days you hit the gym.
Where is that? Oh, Justin, how many days do I hit the gym? Well, Grace and I, we both work out together on most days. I would say at least 4 days a week, usually 5. So we have a good time. We had workout this morning, and it was fantastic.
We did.
Our legs and lower backs are done. Done. Sean had also asked, what's the default fragrance you reach for when you can't decide? Don't have time to think about it. Journeyman is an interesting default. That's interesting. I don't know if I would reach for that one without much thought, because it's so spicy and warm and maybe oody and incensey, but it's a beautiful scent. I probably choose something maybe a little bit more thoughtless than that for those situations. Maybe something like, I don't know, Gambit from Mind Games, depending on how hot it is. Gentle Fluidity Silver from MFK. Even like, I don't know, YSL Loam, simple, but timeless. Timeless. Let's see here. Any other questions? I wonder if there's another fragrance we should talk about. I'll talk about this one here.
This is not a body care channel.
It's whatever you want it to be. We're humans. Everything matters. All right. DesirToxic L'intense. Have you guys tried this from Micallef? If you have been on the channel for at least a couple years, I've been talking about the original DesirToxic, probably for like, I don't know, 3-4 years now. It really surprised me. I didn't expect to love it when I first sprayed it. And I've been like crazy about it ever since. Kind of before, I think it was getting really hyped. And then it got really hyped, and then we had a flanker. So I'm not saying I'm the reason, but I may have played a role. I don't know. I'm kidding.
Justin's the reason.
But the flanker, when I first tried this, it was sent to me by maybe the brand. And I tried it, and I was like, it smells like the original. It's redundant. I like the original. So I like this by proxy. But I'm like, we don't need this. It smells like the original. But I've been trying it over the past month or so as we prepare for the fall and realizing this is pretty dang good. It is a little special. It's a little different. And it has a lot of mint, which the original doesn't have. This cooling green leafy mint. In addition to the fresh spicy cardamom, to I think maybe black currant. So there's this kind of juicy, dark, tart, fruity feel. Oak moss, some resins, cannabis. The cannabis note, I think, is a little bit more pronounced in the L'Intense, but it's not hard to wear. It's so good.
It doesn't smell. Someone asked if it smells like downtown Portland on 420.
Oh, really?
And it doesn't. Yes.
Okay. I feel like you asked that before I even showed the fragrance.
No.
No? Okay. Just when I put it up.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't smell like cannabis, but the cannabis adds this like kind of interesting herbal layer to the scent that makes it special. I think without it, it'd be kind of bland, honestly. But it's good, and it's a good performer. I wore it, I don't know, sometime last week, and I was like, dang, this is good. I'm liking this. Fahrenheit Parfum. Love it. Didn't always love it. I thought it smelled like weird, like vanilla licorice when I first tried it years ago from a decant. We got a bottle now. Love that stuff. So good.
Someone, I think it was also Sean. Sean's been really hitting it with the questions.
Sean,
I think he
yes.
asked about Diagolef further up and asked if you'd ever reviewed it. And you have. We have Diagolef. It might have been when we were talking about Raja. Because isn't that a Raja? Diagolef?
Yes,
Okay.
it is a Raja, and it is known to be reminiscent of Guerlain's Mutsi, Miss, I'm always Mitsuko. I'm like Mustiko? No, Mitsuko, which I believe was a women's fragrance. I'm not sure about that. And it's kind of similar to that, which I haven't tried that one, but I've heard people say that. But it's great. It's lovely. It's like a floral, fruity sheep that's kind of animalic. So very mossy, dry, a little funky in a way, but not in an off-putting way. And kind of sweet, juicy, like peach and rose and all kind of beautiful stuff. Very complex. Very lovely. I haven't tried. See, Robert is just out here. Are you trolling? I have not tried Oud Zarian. Is 30 sprays safe? I'm going to say yes, Robert. Go for it. Go for it. Go to church on Sunday and spray 30 sprays, and they're going to love you. Please name 3 perfumes that blew your mind with first sniff. Mine were Oud Silk, Mood, Apple Brandy on the Rocks, and Black Phantom. Great ones. Haven't spent much time with Oud Silk Mood, but the other 2 we have and love. I can easily say Oud Galore. I can easily say Sean 3 a.m. blew my mind when I first smelled it, believe it or not. And Oligarch.
Oh, yeah.
Oligarch was like how does this exist? How? I'm glad it does. I'm going to wear it. Those are 3 for sure. When is Brass and Soul re-releasing? It's not re-releasing. We're giving it a new treatment. We're going to make it more of itself. And that will be next year sometime. So stay tuned. But thanks for joining.
Okay, you have to.
What?
This comment.
Floral fruity sheep. Yeah, that's very niche. I'm just trying to be French, guys.
I know. It's
because
very hard.
but the R is not super pronounced when you hear them say it. It's not sheep. It's like almost swallowed. I just can't swallow it in the way that the French do. Sheep. Let's see what else we got. Oud Zarian. Yeah, Oud Zarian. I haven't tried it. It's their newest fragrance. I think it was Cecile Zarokian.
Oh, that's cool.
Who perfumed it. I'm like, all right, Cecile, she's getting big contracts. On Fragrantica, I don't think it shows her as perfumer. It doesn't, which is odd. I think Parfumo, I would hope, would. And I'm like, does Creed even say? The only reason I know it was her is because she posted it on her Instagram. Yeah, Parfumo's already, they're always on it. I heard it's good. I hear it's really good. So I'm very curious about that.
Wow.
Very curious.
Be fun to smell.
Yeah. And Cecile, she does those darker scents very well.
She really does.
That is her wheelhouse for sure.
Any final thoughts?
Yeah.
Any final questions?
Yeah. Any
final thoughts for you?
Yeah. Big burning questions that we can hit on before we take off here. Bogart Parfum is great. What's his other? I don't know what that means. Cecile favorite? Yeah, Cecile's great. Fantastic.
Oligarch, Robert, is made, so it actually has a different name.
Yes, so they pulled it and they remarketed it as Isola Blue. And that's from Raja Parfum. Now they just go by Raja now. They dropped the Parfum, I guess. And so they make that one. It's not 100% what it was before, but it's close. It is close for sure. Yes. How's the baby? Baby is great, Joel.
Almost 9 months.
Yep. Baby is currently sleeping. Kenny is here. What's up, Kenny? How many cologne do you have right now? We don't know, Kenny. Hundreds.
More than we had yesterday, probably.
I would say at least
between 6 and 7.
At least 600, which I can't believe, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's too many. You guys don't need that many. Save yourselves. Angel share straight to heaven. Straight to heaven for me. I don't know how you feel about that.
I think Angel share for me.
Figured. It's great. Have I had you try their new flanker of it that came out earlier this year? It's called Angel Share Paradis.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I didn't like it as much, but I like it more than I did before. Need to try it again.
Our baby is so cute. He's the perfect blend of us.
Yeah, the baby's the perfect blend. It's fantastic. Let's see here. Best girl on. Okay. I was trying to buy Omar a bottle of Oligarch, but he never answered. Oh, why would you sell Oligarch? What a shame. Big burning question. I want to come up to Portland and hit up Fumery with you guys. Only a couple hours away. I don't know if we can guarantee that we'll be available for that, but I do recommend coming up and hitting Fumery because it's a phenomenal store. I haven't even taken you there. You got to see Fumery sometime. Mm-hmm. It's a great little niche store, great staff. They always got some very artistic niche stuff from overseas. Really good, really well. Really worth checking out for sure. Let's see. Any other questions? When do we get that top 10 fragrances to wear at your funeral video?
Oh my gosh.
This is in reference to,
yes. Totally, I know.
Oh my gosh.
That's going to be
that is hilarious. We need a fall video soon. Yeah, fall videos are coming. I did one already. I think it was like fall fragrances to get on your radar. That's always my intro into the fall videos. And I'm editing one today. So that'll be out soon.
Tomorrow,
soonish. Let's see. Can you please ask George Zarb to hurry up and drop ZC3? It's coming. A couple weeks, you'll get all the information you need. So just keep living life. And before you know it, we'll be on your screen talking as we always do, but about new, exciting stuff.
I think that's great. Okay. I feel like the energy's waning, so we should end on a high.
All right. So guys, as Grace said, we're going to end on a high note. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for joining us once again. Links to most of the fragrances we talked about are in the description. Not all of them, but most of them. Link to, I'll put it here again, Rescented, if you want to check that out. If you have an iPhone and you want a marketplace to buy or resell your fragrances you don't use anymore, you can download the app for free and check it out. Great marketplace. And yeah, stay tuned for more updates on more fragrances coming out. Once again, we're doing this every Monday, which is exciting. I do believe we have a conflict coming up. Possibly. We'll keep you posted. We might have to move it to a different day 1 week coming up. So we'll keep you posted. But thank you guys. Appreciate you guys, all of you, for joining in. Thank you for the super chats, all the great questions. And we will see you next week. See you.